Okay, we're recording. All right, so this is my video part 3. This one's going to be a little bit different. Sorry, I have to look into the camera. It's hard because I like to make sure that I'm making the right faces, you know. Anyways, so today, or should I say, how do I start this? So I watched Eldora's video on Instagram, and she talked a lot about ego, and like ego is not just like, you know, your superiority or spiritual ego or whatever. So it really it triggered me into a few different places. I gotta say it. I was just like, okay, well, how is this my ego, and how is that my ego? I don't understand, and this is not making sense. And I'm like, well, this might be my inner child, and this might be my higher self, and this might be that. And so I was like really like going through my emotions and like frustrated and like wasn't really sure exactly like how to figure it out. So then I decided to channel, and I'm really connected to the Arcturians, so I decided to channel them. And that's what this video is going to be about. It's going to be about explaining like the difference between the higher self, the inner child, and the ego, and the heart, and being in the heart. And like my teacher all the time, he always said, you need to be in your heart, in your heart, in your heart, in your heart, in your heart. And after all these years, okay, I'm just going to say it right now. I was in a really fucked up relationship for 7 years who I thought was my twin, and it drugged me all over the place. And I'm sure at one point I'll talk about it, or maybe I won't. I don't know. If it comes up, it comes up. So I was learning and experiencing and trying to be a 5D being while this person drugged me down and knocked me down and hurt me a lot. Anyways, I'm not trying to talk about that, so let's get that out of here. Okay. All right. Oh, apparently I'm going to sing my bowl today. That might be a good way to get rid of that other crap. Okay. Hair's got to get out of the way here. Okay. So I love you, and I'm going to play my bowl. Kind of feeling a little light language coming through. I don't know if I'm supposed to do it. Nope, we're not doing it. Yeah, not right now. Okay, so I'm just going to get straight to it because there's a lot to read and it's really good stuff. So I'm super excited about it. So hopefully you guys can follow this. Okay, so I have it like my laptop is like this big, and then like the Word doc is like this big, and it's like really tiny writing. So I'm going to try really hard to like make sure that I read everything and stay like where I'm supposed to be. One thing I forgot, I was looking for my cat, and I have been getting 555, 5555, 111, 1111, and 11111, like just fives and ones, like for since I went to Tulum. And I had noticed that there was this piece of paper outside. I'm not going to show you it right quick. But anyways, I noticed it a couple days ago, and I really need to mow my lawn. And I was like, I'm going to have to pick that up before I mow my lawn. And so I was looking for my cat because she likes to go over to the neighbor's house and chase after the birds or whatever. And like they're entertaining to her. But anyway, so I was looking for her because my videos are like, 30 minutes or so. And I just wanted to make sure she was like around and that I made contact with her so that she stays around. So anyways, I went walking around into the front and then I noticed this piece of paper. And so I thought, oh, I should probably just pick that up and just get it over with. It's 111. It's not even mine. I don't even know where it came from. It's just a piece of whatever. It's got 333 on it too, and 296. 369, you could do that. That's pretty cool. But anyways, yeah. So, short little story there. I keep finding them all over the place. Okay, now we're going to get started. Okay, so I'm talking to the Arcturians, and this was earlier today when I was at work. So I had to do it quick because, I wasn't on like a break or anything. I was just like, oh, I'm so frustrated. I need like some kind of answer. So this is what they said. This was at 2:47 today. Yes, we are speaking to you. We are pleased to connect with you. As we have been seeing, you have been contemplating the image of your truth and your higher selves. We want to share that you as a human share the truth deep inside your soul. And when you are channeling, you are seeing how the information is flowing to you. The information that comes to you can be many truths that you have in your heart. The heart is projecting an image to you, so you can see that of which is the valuable truth of your own self inside of your being. There are many different images that you can encounter by using this way of receiving that of your truth. When we see that you have asked us about our truths regarding the statements made in your truth, you are harnessing that of which the image of your inner child is speaking. And when she is speaking, you are hearing her heart speak louder than your inner truths of your heart. Her experience in her life is much different than that of your own. She has already lived in different timelines and has been shown different things. So when you are here with her, she is also here and there in those timelines. Being here makes her feel safe and loved much more than being in the timelines where she did not feel loved. And when you two are having a conversation, you are making sure that she is feeling loved. The love shared here today is much more, is much more than that of those timelines. Your higher self is in another dimension that is within your heart, where she resides in another experience, where she can express deeper gratitude than you as a human. The experience is not limited like yours. So when she is communicating with you, you are hearing the expression in the higher realms. This may be the easiest way to explain the difference between the two. As for the ego transmission, it is not evil whatsoever. It is actually a human expression living out its feelings, and when the human is feeling, that is the expression of the inner truths of the ego. The ego picks and chooses what experiences it truly wants to have in human form. That's why when they say that you are in need of an ego lesson, it's not to harm you or attack you. It is to allow for the human to see its own truths. That's pretty cool. But that last paragraph about the ego choosing, I was kind of like, So I asked a question. So this is like a Q&A. I forgot to mention that. So, I said, so I can do it. I just have to realize when I'm being a human, and when I'm being my truth, and when I'm being my inner child. And then they said, yes, we are resonating with this emotion you are feeling. I've teared up and felt emotional because I felt like it was the truth. Like, okay, I can do this now. You are hearing our truths as we have put them to you, and we are here to assist you. Be at peace with your truths, and you will see how happy you will be, much more than you have been. The truth that lives inside your heart is much more magnificent than you even know. And I said, thank you. I'm very happy to hear all of this. I am full of appreciation and gratitude. Thank you. And then I thought I knew I was going to do a video today, but I thought I wasn't really sure like what it was going to be totally about. Like I thought I would read, what they said, but then I kind of felt like there was more questions. So I wanted to ask and go deeper. So I actually did some channeling before I'm doing this video. So this is at 6:07 tonight, and it's 6:58. Oh, I forgot. Did I do the date? It's June 29th, 2022. Okay. So let's see here. So my question tonight is, you said earlier about how the ego chooses, and I was talking to the Arcturians, what it wants to feel. Is that just me or everyone? And can you explain how the mechanics of the ego works? And in comparison, how the higher self gets to make decisions? So they started talking and they said, yes, we are speaking now. We want to say that you have asked this question. Your higher self will like to speak to you regarding this, and we shall move for her to speak to you. Okay. So she says, hi, Christine, I'm your higher self. I am speaking to you in the 5th dimension, and I believe that I can assist you with this message. Here today you have learned that I am not always the one who is choosing your life for you. It is not just me that is choosing. So I want to explain how this is happening. When I am expressing to you in your heart your truths and what it is that I am choosing for you, your internal guidance system works in a way that is responding to this message. And when you hear the truth, it makes you feel a certain way outside of your truths. This may also be a stronger truth than that one that I have flowed to you, and that is the reason that you are learning ego lessons. I have expressed to you in great detail, the importance of learning who your ego truly is, because you have not received many lessons in this area, as you have had a lot of trauma come to you from previous experiences. The emotions that have come up for you are because of the experiences that you have received in your human life form. The human mind and body have its own experience when I am... Oh. Okay, so the human mind and body have its own experience. Living in 3D... Did I do that right? Oh, yeah, yes. Okay. Experience living in a 3D level. I need to explain to you so you can understand the true meaning of the human experience. When I am in your human body, I am leaving remnants of who I truly am. The belief is that I am not with you, that I am outside of you, and you are speaking to someone in the ether. But in fact, you are not distance from your truth. Your heart is directly in your circumference of your human expression. So either way, you are hearing me speak to you through your heart. I am just an expression in a higher dimension of who you truly are. Okay, so I had a question. Is it not my heart that chooses to be afraid or in fear? Can you explain to me in an energetics point of view, as in removing energy bodies, closing timelines, or feeling the energy from a much lower vibrational being in a density, aka psychic attack? Oh, did I say that? Yeah. Okay. And she said, Christine, I am your higher self, and yes, this is a wonderful way of asking me how you can choose what expression you want to have. It is within your soul contract to choose to live in a creative, prosperous, healthy joy, joyous life. So when you are experiencing much lower density vibrational beings in your energy field, it is not only because of the energy body center. It is because of the heart choosing its own experience. The heart is in a vibration of love. In any moment, it can choose what it wants to love, even when the energy is less than itself. I will explain in further detail. The heart is centered energetically in a neutral area of your soul's energy center. And when the soul sees its truth, it chooses to experience via the heart, whether it is a happy experience or not. The heart can create in any direction it is choosing. So when you are feeling fear, it is not just because there is some kind of entity who has stepped into your harmonic field. It is simply because the heart is choosing to experience this kind of energy, and when that is occurring, the entity will attach itself in a place so that it can assist the heart's desires. I really had to take a deep breath on that one. It actually made me cry when I heard her say that. I was like, oh my God, I'm doing this to myself. Anyways, so I took a break and then I came back. And so then I asked her a question. I said, so what you're saying is basically with all of the psychic attacks I have endured, they have all been my heart's desires. I mean, I've been scared out of my freaking mind. So do I still desire to be psychically attacked? I mean, seriously. And she said, hi, Christine, I am your higher self, and I have chosen not to allow these to occur in your energy field any longer. I am expressing a deep longing for love, and when these entities become aware of my love, they return to where it is that they are from and leave. I am not allowing these kinds of energies to come into my home any longer. They are to stay away as they do not emanate with the same vibration as my desires. Okay, so then I decided to ask my inner child if she had any questions. And she said, yeah, I want to make sure that I don't have to be worried about these things hanging around, because she says that, and then I get scared at night again. And I have to make sure that they don't come in my home. So is she for real on this? I can be happy living in my home now without worrying about them attaching to me? And then I wanted to ask, where do they attach at? And then she said, hi, Christine, I am your higher self, Sharak. I know it does not seem like I'm speaking to you in your truth, but it is true. I know you cannot know it is real unless you have the experience. That is why I'm showing you every night how much love I am having for my truths. In each day, I am expressing how much love I am having in my heart. And that is the reason that they have not been here the last few days. And then I said, so I chose to put love in my heart instead of fear. And then she said, I am believing that is the truth. I am love is what is most important to me. And because I have felt it so deeply in my soul, it has been transmuting any fears out when they have come up for me to feel. I am now healing from this experience, and know that I will stay healing. This is my truth. And then my little lady, she said, so what? I can just believe it now and everything will be okay? And she said, hi, Christine, that is correct. I am truly in love and will express it in my soul to emanate out into the ethers, and there will be many who will feel my truth. And then I said, that is cool. And then I said, so little lady, what experience did you have that makes you not believe this truth? And what can you do to help yourself to believe in this truth, that you are now emanating love instead of fear? And she said, well, yeah, I mean, she's telling me that I'm no longer living in fear. So now I'm living in love, and I want to believe her. But I guess I do need the experience where I can sleep at night now and not have to worry about something in my house. And when I'm trying to sleep at night, it's just creepy in here and I get scared. So maybe I can try to see the truth in my heart right now and see it for myself, what the truth is. That is what we used to do a lot more, and I felt a lot happier. Let me go check. So she went into my heart, and I could see some of the stuff that she could see. Like basically it's new earth. Like I did this meditation. Okay, so I'm going to interrupt this for just one moment. There's only one more paragraph of reading that she talks about. Oh, I guess I should just read it first. Okay. I could tell that later. Okay. So she said, "Oh my God, there's like a whole other world in there. It's so beautiful. I can't believe all the things that I have been creating. My life is going to be so beautiful and loved and great. I'm going to have so much money, I won't know what to do with it. I have everything I need and want. And a man. He's my man. I love him a lot, and he's great to me. I know it. Wow. There's so many cool things that I can see there. Wow, it's worth it to live in my heart. I can see it now. I can relax, and when I sleep tonight and just stay in my heart so that I don't have to worry about what is out there, because I am love and I am loved deeply in my soul. Wow, this is so fucking awesome." Oh, that's so cute. Okay. So that is the end. I don't know if anyone has any like questions or comments. That'd be so cool if if somebody did have a question or a comment, because like I could like channel and go deeper. But anyways, like, so I feel so much better now that I got all that information. It is so worth it to channel, like, for real. But anyways, I wanted to go into this meditation that I did. It was back in October with Sam. If he still has it on his channel, I will post it in the description below, because it's basically, he did it was like on October 20th or something. It was like a new moon or a full moon. And so in the meditation, let's see, I got to start from the beginning. So just to go back a little bit, my uncle had told me that, I think I might have mentioned this before, but I'm not sure. Anyways, I'll tell it again. So my uncle told me that, because his third eye is totally open. It opened when he was like 7, and now he's been seeing for like the last 50 years. Yeah, because I think he's like 50 something. Anyway, so his third eye is open. When he meditates, he goes up to the 9th dimension. And when I went up there with him, I could see what was in the 9th dimension. And basically it's like completely dark and with little sparklies, and it's silent. Like there's nothing up there unless you put something there. So anyways, I decided before I did the meditation, like when he was like, basically Sam channeled his higher self, and he was telling us it was like a journey kind of a form, and he like told us where to go. And so like I went up, he said to go up, and so I went up, and then I was like I was laying down in my bed. And so I was just listening to what he was telling us to do. And then when I went up to the 9th dimension, I was laying down, and then I noticed that I was laying in water, and I was like, oh my God, I'm in water. And then he told us to look for the doors. There's going to be 2 doors. One is going to be old earth and one's going to be new earth. And so I saw new earth as a golden door, and then old earth is like a dark gray or black or whatever. Not something we want to go into anymore. So I was laying there, and he told us to go into the golden door, and I was just like, I'm in water. Like, what do I do? Like, I'm in water. But then I realized that, like, I'm in a meditation. So I got up. Like, I freaked out at first. And then I started to fall down into the water. And then I was like, okay, I know how to float. Just float. Take a deep breath and float, because you do that in the water. And then my inner child is coming out. I just think that it's so cool. Anyways, so once I realized that I was stable and that I had more control than I thought I did, I decided to get up. So I got up and I walked on water, and it was the coolest thing ever. It was so awesome. And then I walked through the door, and like I had this feeling of like, like Jesus walked on water. So I was like, well, I can do it. If Jesus can do it, I can do it. So anyways, so I walked through the door, and I saw like all these like sparkly clouds, and like this is New Earth, and he was like, imagine what New Earth looks like. And I was just walking through a door. I didn't know it was going to be on the other side. And so I I walked through the door, and then I was just like standing there looking around because he told us to look around. So I was looking around, and then all of a sudden I saw Jesus, and he was standing there, and I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. Because like I didn't know if like I was totally accepted. Like, you know, in your heart, like I've learned a lot since last year in October, but in your heart, you're like in, you know, either if you're in your heart and you love and you care, basically you're in, and if you're doing the bad things, you're not in, if you know what I mean. So when I explain a little bit more of what all happened, I'll explain more about what's in. Okay. So anyways, so Jesus was there, and so I decided to go up to him, and then I was just like standing there looking at him. I don't remember if he said anything to me. I don't think he talked. And then all of a sudden I saw the golden gates, and I was like, oh my God, there's the golden gates. Like I've never seen this stuff before. So, and then I thought to myself, I was like, I wonder if they would open. And then they opened, and I was like, oh my God. And Jesus took me through the gates. It was so cool. I was like, yes, I'm in. So anyways, we go through the golden gates, and everything is just, all I see is the clouds, and they're all sparkly. And then I look over to the left, and there's like these trees, and there's like one is, it's like, it was like a thin kind of like trunk. So it was like this, and then it was skinny, and then it was like a perfectly round, like perfectly like leaves, you know. It didn't have any like extra little, some trees have that. So anyway, so they were like perfectly round trees. Anyway, I love trees. I love trees so much. They know that I love them. So, okay. Back to the story, Christine. All right. So I'm standing there with Jesus, and then my sweet baby Hammy, he died. So this was October 21, and he died August 27th, 2021. I'm not going to try to talk about it because he's just my sweetheart, and yeah, I really loved him a lot. So anyways, so he came, his little bright little tiny little light. He was a white robo hamster, and he was the sweetest little heart I've ever met in my whole life. He just really was. So I was really happy to see him. And then like I don't really remember all the parts, but the main parts that I do remember, I'll just tell you. So the next part that I remember is that the tree put its hand out to me, or its tree trunk or whatever. I put it out, and so then I got in the tree's hand, and it cradled me, and I was like, oh, it just made me cry. And then after that, like after I got done being cradled, then I started listening again, and he said that we were supposed to, like, because we basically, the intentions was to go to New Earth, and also there he had gotten, because he channels all the time, he had gotten a message that there was something going on in the South Pole, I think, area. And so in this moment, he wanted us to like send love or shoot love like down to that area. And so I instantly turned into a bow and arrow, a pink bow and arrow. And that's never happened to me before. Like I didn't know that I could be like another something in my mind. So I was like, whoa, how did I turn into a pink bow and arrow? Like what's going on? I don't want to be a bow and arrow. So then I turned back into like my white self. And then in one of the moments, I think it was when I was with the trees, I looked back at myself, and I saw myself, and I was like crippled, like really, really sad. And like I had like scuffs, like I was all white, but then I had like gray scuffs on my body, and like I have pain spots on my body in those same spots. So there's like suffering there. I looked at myself and I felt like I was suffering, and like when they were cradling me, it was like they were trying to make me feel better. So that was pretty awesome. So anyway, so back to I turned into a bow and arrow. So I went back into my white form with my robe and my halo, and so I was like, I wonder how I could send love to the South Pole. And then I was like, I did just turn into a bow and arrow. I could just have a bow and arrow and like shoot it down there. So I did that. So I started shooting like as myself, shooting bow and arrow of love down there. And then all of a sudden my sweet baby Hammy, he turns into a horse, a Pegasus with wings. And I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. Like he can be anything he wants to be. So, anyways, so I got on his back and we started flying around, and we were like flying around and like all the white sparklies and all the stuff, and like, and then he like brought me back, and then all of a sudden, the best part about it, God reached out its hand in a sparkly cloud hand to me and picked me up and then cradled me. And I bawled even more because I was like, felt really loved. It was really amazing. And then God asked me, I can have anything I want. What do I want? And I said that I wanted people to be able to see the truth. And I wanted God to come down to earth. And then I asked for a pile of money. I didn't know any better. I know now I got to ask for things. There's a difference. Anyway, so then all of a sudden I saw like God like shining down, and not shining, but like the white. I saw all the white coming down to earth and like hitting the land. And then like there was like this black ooze or something like bubbling up. And I thought, oh, it's like if God's energy is like going into all the cracks and crevices, if there's something black there, it can't get through that. And then, so I had that feeling, and then all of a sudden I saw this white sparkly finger go down and touch the black thing, and it turned white. And I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. That is so awesome. So, I did end up getting like one of those, like at the end of the rainbow, kind of I don't remember what they're called. The black thingy, the black pot full of gold coins. And so that was pretty cool. Hey, I did get some money in January and February. That's awesome. Huh. Cool. So anyway, trying to think, because I can channel my sweet baby Hammy. He told me he wanted to be my horse in real life, and we could ride around like we did in the clouds. It was so cute. He's such a sweetheart. But anyways, so that was a really, really cool meditation. I feel like it was totally related. Okay, so the point of telling you about the meditation is when when my little lady looked in my heart, I could see that. It's like a picture of that. It's not a picture. It's kind of like my heart is like, there's like water, and it's like a reflection in my heart. I didn't never know that before until just right now. And like you can like actually, it's kind of, oh my God, it's like a portal. That is so cool. You can like go in there. Oh my God, I'm gonna explore this. This is awesome. Oh, I'm at 34 minutes. Okay. So let me just check in for a second, see if anybody wants to say anything. And I'm probably gonna end the video now because I don't have anything else. I'm good. Okay, just a second. Okay, what do we got? Anybody? Do you want to end with the light language? Yes. Yes, we're going to end with the light language. Okay. So, let me just confirm. this is what I'm getting, is that we're going to give people the energy of moving into new earth. Okay. So put your hands in prayer position and open your heart. And if you want to receive this light language transmission, take a deep breath and let us begin. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Shukutunai, usukutu, rakati, rakasakatana. Rukutu, rakatiki, ashiki, anayato, rakati. Asukutu, rakati. Irukutu na kitiki ne sokoto ayaso tia teta isuku ne tu ayisiki ne ayati a o ta o shita I mane ati asikutu rakati asukutu ayiti kia ni atu ati I a tu a usha tia na oso ratiti asukutu neta itikotu rakati asukutu na isuti ayatu yekanaya toka siko tenaka asukutuna kitikia kutukutuku rakati asukutuna kitana toko rakatikia rakatiki sukuto asukutu rakatikiana ishukutu rakatikia sakutu rakati asukutuna isukutu rakatikia sakatina ya soko rakatia sakaya sokuna yaketu arukutu rakatikia nea surati asune asitia rakatia shikosuku rakatiki anuku rakatia rakatikia rokosukutune yatakatana asukutuna ya sukutu shakasiki na to sakatana ya sukutu rakatiki shakasiki wataya sakana yeshusu neosu tati orochotu ratiti rakatina ya sukona ya sakoya shakutu rakatiki ya sakana. There's a lot coming in. I mean, wow. I paused because the energy was releasing from my sacral and my solar plexus, I believe. And then also it's like, wow, we're going to be doing so many great things. I don't know what they are. I just feel how amazing and great they are. The happiness that we're all going to feel. The love that we're going to feel. The greatness. How beautiful we'll all be. And how much we fly around. We're all going to fly. Oh. Okay. There's my kitty. Every time I do light language. Can I get her? Mama! Well, anyways, I love you, and I'm totally enjoying doing these videos. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, until next time.